It's time for some judgment. Judgment needs to be passed. If you weren't here last stream, chat, you missed a lot. Let's first flip over to me. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Guys, give it a second. There we go. There we go. I know I like this title screen. I'm gonna let it rest here a little while. How's everyone doing? It's time for me to say hello to everybody I currently see in the chat, starting with Jen. How come? You know what? Hang on. Let me just. All right, let's try that again. Starting with. No. Let me say hello to everybody I currently see in the chat, starting with Jin. How you doing? Welcome. Squad, welcome. How you doing? Lays, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Paragon, hopefully you're having a good Saturday as well. And Bert, hello, how you doing? And Heartless Angel, hello. Welcome in, welcome on in. How y'all guys doing? It's Saturday. Listen, chat, occasionally I too can slip over my own words. Let me be 100% honest with y'all. My brain goes faster than my mouth sometimes. I know that sounds contradictory to how you guys know me, but like my brain will have thoughts, and they're like 20 steps ahead of what my mouth is saying. So my brain, by the time I'm already finished thinking about what I need to say, I'm already on the next thing I want to say. So sometimes I'll stumble over my own words to get to the next word. Brain works faster than the mouth. I got to get these two to work together, or otherwise these streams aren't going to work. How y'all doing, though? Hopefully you're all good. Hopefully you're all well. It's a lovely Saturday to solve a murder, isn't it? It really is. So, like I said, last time, if you missed the stream we had yesterday, you might want to check the VOD on that, because you're going to be behind by at least 2 chapters. But if you're just joining us and you already know this game, don't worry about it. It's Lost Judgment. I think we're getting super close to the end of this. I think we just made it to chapter 9? 10? 9. Definitely 9. So, let's get you notice I'm actually plowing through this game at an unbelievable pace. Like, normally, if this is a regular RGG Yakuza game, I'd probably still be in chapter 4 or 5 doing all kinds of side stuff. But this game, I'm not wasting any time. I am that enthralled, immersed into the story of Lost Judgment. So I have not been really sidetracking myself. I've been really focused on the story. Probably should have done some side stuff, but man, the story's too good. I'm really digging it. The murder aspects of this, it's hooked me in a way I've never been hooked before. So yeah, here we are. We got to rest up on the couch to end today. And I don't really feel like it, because I feel like we should do at least one new side thing. So let's go do a quick side thing real quick. One little side thing, and then we'll progress the story. We haven't done any real, arcade stuff. Let's go find something to do. Let's find something to do. We got, not shogi. Check the map. There's an arcade, the B, gambling hall. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it's right there, too. We're gonna go gamble real quick. I'm also short on money, because I have not been doing a lot of side stuff. I haven't been getting a lot of experience points, so I'm a little bit, oh god, a little bit low, but, hang on. Oh crap, no, wait, don't stop there, go. Damn, they pushed somebody over to get to me. There it is, there's the gambling hall, chat. I can't resist, chat, you know I can't resist. That's what it takes to be infinite. These guys ran all the way down here for an ass beating. Y'all ran all the way down here to get your asses beat. Look at you on the fucking floor. Ah, yeah. First mooks of the day. Already body. Y'all didn't get a single hit in. How you feel? You ran all the way across town just to get beat down. And stay down. That was a nice little rhyme there. Stupid idiots. Alright, quick, to the gambling hall. Right. Oh, wait, hang on. What's that down there? Yeah, the mystery club. I didn't do any of the mystery club missions, any of the side stories. I really missed out on a lot. So if you ever play Lost Judgment or any of the other RGG games, do me a favor and don't... There's a... What? Huh? Wait. There's a combination to get into the gambling hall? Okay. Let's look for clues. There's gotta be some sort of number. Okay. I guess I'm down here now. There's gotta be some sort of number around here that we can look at that'll give us the combination we need to get into that gambling hall, because I need to gamble. I want to gamble. By the way, chat, I know this is probably a Japanese thing, but like, fuck. Look at how close these buildings are together. I don't know if this is just them messing up, like, the placement of these buildings, but like, what's the point of having the sign right there? Like, you're gonna walk down this alley and be like, I wonder where I'm at. Oh, I'm looking at the purple sign. Like, I can't even read that. They're so unbelievably close. Maybe this is just like Japan. I don't know. But goddamn, space the buildings a little bit. But I mean, the thing is, if you're gonna have a sign, put it on the side where people can actually step back and read it. Why would you put it against the part? Look, someone has a window right there looking directly into that goddamn sign. Why are we near a pink shop in the alley? Okay, let's get some combinations, chat. I don't know what it could. You know what? I know exactly what the gambling combination is gonna be. I know exactly what it's about to be, chat. Watch this. First try. 777. Won't open. Okay, 7777. Okay, 1988. Alright, it's your debit card's pin. Got it. Nope, that didn't work. Why you guys tell me to type boob in the chat? Oh god, go back. Oh god. I would have been mad if that had worked. I'd been mad if that had worked. 1991. Good year. What the? Oh, oh. How many buttons can I put on this thing? Okay, we just gotta work it in order, chat. 1111116. Okay, how about 1111117? All right, 1111118. Don't worry, chat. We will get in this gambling hall. I know everybody wants to see it. Look, I don't even want to gamble. It's just everybody else is pressuring me right now to really do this, so I gotta. Chat, why do you guys want me to gamble so much? You guys got real issues. You're about to spend all this time trying to get that damn door open. Chat's got real issues. For those watching the VODs, I apologize you had to see that. Chat cannot be sated with their gambling addiction, so I tried to sate them by trying to get into that door. Really, wasn't even necessary. What the hell? What do you want? What do you want? Oh! My legs. Wait, what's the real code? That, yeah, okay, Jin. That it better be right, or guess what's about to happen? About to go right back to the 11111 combo again. Like I'm about to win this guy. Knock his goddamn lights out. Oh god, I almost punched that dude running from the fight. I was like, oh, that's an enemy, clearly. I love boxing so much. Knocked his ass over the pole. Okay. I'm gonna run back there real quick and test that little combination I was just given. Wow, they spawned immediately right back where those other guys were. That is the enemy spawn camp. Okay, let's go up the stairs. Let's see, that's 7120. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Oh, god damn it. Y'all gotta be stop parkouring and listen. The fuck you guys want? Shut up. I'm trying to gamble. Oh! You need wooden tags looking for prizes. Give me wooden tags. Give me all of them. Let's gamble! What do we got? Are you trying to play a game of Lucky Hit? Care for a game of Koi Koi? Yeah. You don't have enough points. You need at least 200 to play. I got wood tokens. How about you? You can play Ochi Kubo. Would you like to start a game? Yes. What difficulty do you want to play on? Intermediate. Alright, let's do this. Up, right, left, down, choo, choo, choo. Excellent, I got it. Start the game.
Let's do it.
The fuck is this? Where's the machine that I pulled a lever? Where's the blackjack? The fuck is this? This game is played with the Hanafudu deck, but only the cards from January to October are used. Each month has a numeric value equal to where it is on the calendar. January is 1, October is 10. Players are each dealt 2 or 3 cards, which they then total up. For totals over 10, only the last digit ones is used. The player closest to 9 wins. There are 4 players, including a dealer. The dealer plays against the other players who place the bets. The dealer changes when a round ends. So it's blackjack, but without the blackjack. Okay. What the? 4 cards are dealt face up on the table. Each player selects 1 card from the 4 on the table as the one to bet on. Next, each player receives an additional card from the deck. The non-dealer players may stay with 2 cards or draw a third to go into the showdown of the 3 cards. Players who choose a third card may draw from the deck at this time. The dealer draws once the 3 other players are staying. It's like blackjack, but not really. After drawing 2 cards, the player may choose to draw a third. The dealer may also choose which players to challenge the 2 cards and which to challenge with 3. Once the winners are decided and the points calculated, the dealer changes and the game proceeds to the next round. A 4-1, a 4-1, and a 9-1 each pay double your bet. While a 3 of a kind triples it. A 10-10-1 increases the pay by 20. For all other hands, the payout is the same as the bet. Normal hands. So the dealer and the player's hands are the same. The dealer wins. The player 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Some cards can form special hands. First, 4-1. The first 2 cards dealt were 4 and 1, valid for only non-dealers. 9-1. The card was a 9 and a 1. 3 cards all have the same value is a 10-10-1. 2 cards have the... No, wait. 3 of a kind or 3... Okay, that makes sense. 10-10-1 is 10 card... 2 cards of value of 10 and a 1. The first 2 cards dealt are 4 and a 6 is 4, 4-6. 6-1-6, which is also the canon universe for Marvel. 6-2-6 is the number of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. That is the number assigned to him. 6-2-5 is the number for Ruben. That is his cousin from the Lilo and Stitch show. And don't forget 618, which is the area code for Illinois. Hands. The strength of the normal special hands are as follows. The dealer's 10-10-1 is the strongest. 0 is the weakest. You got that, chat? Did you get all that? Let's play. Okay. So they at least tell you the value of the card numbers. So, what do I have? Okay, I'm blue. I have a 6. No, wait. Yeah, I have a 6. Total 6. I'm a bet on the 6. I'll bet 100 points. All in, baby. Okay. Got a 6-6-6-2. One more. 6-2-2. I got a 10. Huh?
I got nothing.
What the fuck? Wait, what? What's the ones up there? Huh? Wait, was the ones on the table the one I was playing with? Because I got a 6-2-2, which is 10. Up there, that's a 6-5-4, which is a... One more time. You're not enough points to keep playing. Well, fuck off then. Alright, chat. Well, I hope you guys learned how to play Okie Dokie Duko Fandoko Panic. What an excellent gambling hall. I'm glad I wasted 5 minutes with that. Prize exchange. Free pass voucher. Exchanges for dice and vouchers all you want. I will buy that gold plate though. You know, no tags. What's the other guy's game? Koi Koi. Let's see the rules. This game is played of a Honda Vada deck. The object is to form a special card combinations to outscore your opponents. There are 12. Okay, fuck this. This is not what I wanted when I wanted to gamble, chat. I thought we were gonna get like the slot machines, some blackjack. I thought we were getting all that. We got Koi Koi and Mondo Bondo Domino's Pizza. I don't know what the hell's going on. Alright, let's get back to the story. That was fun. Man. That is the craziest game of blackjack I've ever seen. You've played Koi Koi in the samurai game? You mean, Ishin? I'll take one of everything you got, sir. Ishin was fun. I think in hindsight,
Thanks.
Ishin was a really good RGG game, like gameplay wise. Story wise, it was I got lost halfway through. I could not keep up with the names, so I started losing track of who's who. And when they're referencing another character that's not currently on camera, I was like, who are they talking about? Which one is that one? Okay. We gotta go say hello to the dog. There he is. Can I pet the dog? Can I say hello? You are a good boy. I want you to look at me. You are a good boy. I like your little harness. What does it say on it? It's got a little, it is a little harness. Just a little, I like whenever you get, like, ready to walk him, he stands up like, alright, let's do this. Should I take the dog for a walk? Change dogs. Oh, that's right. We can change his fur color. I like him as he is. We'll take him with us when we go out, because we're about to take a nap. We're going to sleep off the drunks. Don't mind me, I'm a little shaky. No, you know what? Hang on, I know what we can do. We've got a master system in here. Wait, no, that's my center. This place is clean and nice and doesn't have a master system. God damn it. Look, chat. Real ones know what the hell look at this thing. Who the hell has a fax machine, printer, copier combo these days? Who has the I guess if you're doing a lot of detective work and you got a lot of paperwork and stuff like that you got to file, but like I have not seen one of these in decades. Except at, like, you know, jobs. Usually most retails have, like, the hunky-dunky, Humpty-Dumpty big machine like this. Look at the size of this thing. Yeah, most jobs will have these, because they do a lot of paperwork, but, like, damn. Ain't seen one of those before. Why do you have three towers, sir? Then again, maybe he needs to power all those. How many monitors can you have on one computer set? You got 9 monitors? And what the hell's this thing? Some sort of... I don't know what that is. And he's got one monitor off right there. Just for extra measure. He has the ultimate... I know, right? He could play, like a airplane simulator on this thing. He's got 3 towers, sir. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what this thing is, though. Damn, this is a fancy-ass office. Alright, now I've got to take a nap. Like, their office is so much nicer than mine. It's not even fair.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting a 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
I gotta say, he ambushed the fuck out of us. Got the jump on us and everything, and stabbed the shit out of
I had
us.
to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth.
We got jumped.
That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested.
I don't
for
believe in
now,
the cops
we'll go
enough here
after
to get
Kuwama,
arrested.
The piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just the sucker of the agency, huh?
A little bit.
I wouldn't say that.
But that's why we like you.
Still.
You're charming.
The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just
Could be
focus on
worse.
doing better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
You could be
What?
dead, Kaito.
Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
Could have bled the fuck out earlier.
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Mijincho and everything.
Take care of that stab wound. Oh my god, I just realized something. It came full circle. Kaito also got stabbed in the gut. Kiryu has been stabbed in the gut at least, God, what, 4 times? If you're a Yakuza character, you're going to get stabbed in the gut. There's even a running gag with that in Yakuza 0 with the trainer Bacchus, who literally says, keep that gut knife free. He keeps telling that to Kiryu over and over again. Kiryu's like, why do you keep telling me to... Why do you keep talking about knives and guts? And it's like, if only you knew, Kiryu. Then Kaito gets stabbed in the gut. God damn. Alright, let's go. Meet up with Sugera. RGG sure loves getting Yakuza guys stabbed in the gut. It's like, well, it's not a Yakuza game unless someone gets stabbed in the gut. Namely, the Yakuza character. Alright. You know what sounds good right now, says Jack? Pizza? You know, speaking of pizza, actually. Y'all, okay. So, I'm wondering how many of y'all are gonna remember All Dogs Go to Heaven, right? Do y'all remember that scene in All Dogs Go to Heaven when Charlie brings the pizza to the... I don't know if those were his kids? I'm going to assume those were his illegitimate children. Charlie was an asshole. That dude was a pure bastard. One of the most unlikable asshole main characters ever in any film, period. Animated or otherwise. But goddamn, you're rooting for him. I think those were his illegitimate kids. But he brings the pizza to those orphans or whatever. And then they share the shit out of that pizza. And that pizza looked great. It's one of those animated films where it's like, goddamn, the animated food looks so good. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was implied it was his kids. They didn't outright say it, but I'm pretty sure those were his kids. He had a lot.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
All right.
You haven't seen that
do
movie in a
this.
long... that movie's like
If your theory is accurate,
my age.
then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kawana-san as a teacher.
Okay. Mamiya is the last, like, living person of that class besides, Kuwana. Kuwano, whatever his name is. Handyman. Who was the teacher. Sawa's dead. The bully is dead. Yeah, almost everyone's dead already. Did they get her too? Oh, thank
Hi,
God.
it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
We need to ask some questions.
Again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one.
We
Seriously,
lied.
why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yokosawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurakawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
You're the only tree left
Maybe
in the
you remember
woods.
Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurakawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
I wonder why.
How convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
Absolutely.
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
I have a bad feeling about this, chat. I have a real bad feeling about this.
Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
She's taking a sweet time in there. Is she trying to figure out how to escape plan? Yeah, you know what I'm guessing? I think they predicted we're gonna question Mommy, and I think they're setting up a trap for us inside that room. They have to know we're on the case and that we know who to investigate at this point. Mamiya was the last person we could try to question to get some kind of answers from. So as soon as we get in that room, chat, get ready to throw some hands. I don't care if I got a deck Mamiya's child right in the goddamn throat. Something's going on in there. Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
You don't keep your house clean natural? Well, I guess it's better than actually rolling up on the house that's dirty in there.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Okay.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon,
We never
right?
saw her husband, did we?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Have we? She
Sorry.
mentioned her husband before. We never
Didn't mean
saw
to
him,
pry.
did we?
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Where do I start? I have tons of questions for you. Or her. But if I piss her off, we might get booted out of here. I have nothing to show for it. The groping was orchestrated. We know that. Did you remember Mitsuru Kusumoto? Have you seen Kakita Sensei? All these are good questions. I don't remember who Mitsuru Kusumoto is, though. Oh, wait, that's the one who jumped off the building and went into a coma. Right, okay. Sorry. It takes me a minute. The names are very Japanese, and I am very bad with names. Okay. Let's go with... Have you seen Kakita, aka Handyman's real name?
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Uh-huh.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has
What's going
nothing
on with
to
my
do with
hat?
me.
None of this seems to phase her. Maybe I should take it a step further. Let's ask about... Well, that would piss her off, wasn't it? That would definitely piss her off. Let's ask about the groping first. And you know what? This is the more important information. Let's ask about this.
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusumoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
One that you bullied into...
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
God, a 13-year
Weren't you going to
fucking
ask me about
coma.
Yoko-chan?
Oh my god.
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case.
Mm-hmm.
And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
So you don't
And
deny
would you
it.
say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's not.
I'm sure it's not.
If y'all, for those of you just joining us, or those of you who are new and missed the previous episode, that video, that bullying video was fucking rough, dude. That was rough. Like, you see with that kid, and you could only, that was the one time we seen that like, we saw the bullying. That's one time, and it was that bad. That shit was going on for who knows how long. Jesus, man. So, yeah, you know what? Let's grill her a little more on that. You're kind of also responsible because you were the one in there filming and yucking it up with everybody else. You're just as guilty. Maybe not as guilty as the one doing the bullying, but still standing around doing nothing doesn't exactly help the situation. The groping was orchestrated, wasn't it?
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Sorry, Chan, I got you on some junior mints.
Excuse you?
Oh,
when
green screen.
Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that,
Not
weren't
sponsored.
you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude,
That was the answer that pissed her
James.
off.
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction
That
of
is
the
such a
price.
genius move.
But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It's time for blackmail, chat. Do you want me to leak
It took
this
me quite a
video?
long time to figure out how you and Ihara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurokawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Answers. Give me
Nami-san.
answers.
Do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh god.
Huh? There's no way Yukita alias Kuwana had forgotten Yuma Maya's face. The proof of that is the yearbook? It's gotta be the yearbook. Wait, what would that prove? I say the yearbook.
I'm sure you know what this is, Mamiya-san.
A Kurokawa yearbook? Why do you have one?
Don't worry about that.
We borrowed it from the scene of Sawa-sensei's murder.
You borrowed it. I highly doubt that's legal. Besides, what does this have to do with Kitakata-sensei?
Ha!
Shit, that's right.
Do you not see it?
No one sees it, Yagami-san.
Fuck.
Now, would you mind showing her the right thing?
There's no way. Fuck. But he's not in this video, chat. Why? How would? Okay, my brain not working right now. How would the video prove that he knows her face? Oh, right, because this was on his. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This was on the hard drive that he has, so he still knows what. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
See for yourself.
He had the video, so of course he knows her.
No.
Yeah.
This was recorded at Kurokawa
I'm
Academy
dumb.
13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet? It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof.
Oh, you know she is.
And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right
You know
along
she
with
is
the
like
boys.
losing all the color in her face
Guess
looking
it's
at
safe to
that.
say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this.
You see the expression on her face? That is some good.
Does this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Oh. Oh!
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
I was gonna say, did she know?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives.
Mm-hmm.
You've even got happy little families.
Yeah, sure did.
What? Are you expecting someone?
The fuck?
Amiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Arcade coming, ain't they? What the fuck? Oh, it's these dudes, these jokers. Well, lady, I hope you enjoyed having your house in one piece. I'm about to tear this shit up. They got tasers, bats, and I got boxing. All right, chat. I'm about to destroy this woman's house, okay? Them look like some nice couches. And that TV behind me?
Here we go.
Oh, look, a box set. Your kid probably enjoyed that. You know what? I should take it on the kid's stuff. It's not the kid's fault, but still. Jenga, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Ah, god damn it. Wait, is that playground set? No, it's a couch. Oh, it's a nice couch. Looks like IKEA. That better not be all this. Oh, I was gonna go for the dehumidifier next. Damn it. You guys died like that? I hope you got more on call.
Well, this turned into a shit show.
Your house is ruined. What do you got to show for it? Take the mask off. Who are these people? RK, right?
And would you look at that?
Oh yeah, that's
Your old friend
dude.
Heike-san showed
No
up
wonder
to
they
the
were
party.
weak. That's her classmate. Ah ha ha.
So you are all.
Y'all showed up in mass. Y'all can't fight for shit. Especially compared to
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
I told you, blackmail's how you get people like this to cooperate. And don't say well, okay, blackmail is always bad, but she's bad too. We're using the blackmail for good. We gotta get some answers, man. Plus, she just called a bunch of her boys to jump us. Oh, it's him!
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes
It's
you think
him.
you keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Steve Blum.
Cool. You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck? Kaito Aniki? By who?
Soma.
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
They couldn't fight worth
Yeah.
shit, and I broke a
I
couch
hope you
over
would
one of their
again.
heads.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
We're getting to that. We need your help to get there. See, now that's the gambling
Fuck
machines
those
I'm talking
arcade
about right there.
assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get
Video
to him
game.
like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it? I imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
What do you intend to do with me?
Nothing, really. We just want
First,
to
you'll
talk.
tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Better give us the answer we want, or my finger might just slip on that send button. First, can I talk to the gambling machine? I want to talk to the gambling machine. It's infinitely more interesting than Mamiya is. Oh, I got an exquisite screw. Look at these video games, chat. We have Super Gunman. Oh my god. Oh wait, these are Astro. These are Astro City cabs. These are real cabs. Are these real games? I don't know what any of those are. Huh. What the hell? Alright, let's talk to her real quick. Wait, is there any playable thing in this? There's nothing playable in this arcade. Damn it. I know, I had to look at the machines.
What do you want to know?
Alright, let's talk about the bullying in that video. Yeah, those are
Let's start
straight
with
up
the video.
Astro City cabinets
Any
over
thoughts
there.
you'd care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say, Kawana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Yes.
If that's the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it?
Right.
Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
We had no idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Yeah.
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
Huh?
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most, we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
Oh yeah, that shit is terrible
I
looking
have
now.
a child now,
Right.
a husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all. And what do you think would happen to my son? The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide? His life would be ruined.
Like the kid who tried to commit suicide?
Reporting is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
So with the video as leverage, Kikata-sensei is continuing to teach his former pupils.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all.
Is it?
Most graduates go off to great universities and land high-paying jobs.
Seems like a shit show
One
from the
started
time
his
we've
own
been there.
company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away. And when that time came, he started contacting us. Every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kawana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son, and he came strolling up out of the blue.
Not on the walk with
At
your
first,
kid.
I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you kids tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're so perfect. An angel who never once acted out of line.
Okay. Granted, she was not the one actually doing the bullying, but she was there. I will say this. At the very least, I don't have footage of me doing any kind of fucked up shit like that in my past. At worst, there's a cringe video of me as a kid singing the Casey Jr. song on my baby tapes. But you ain't gonna see me doing this shit.
Never lashed out at someone weaker than you or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it.
If everyone else
We
jumped
were
off a
just
bridge,
lucky
would you?
enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's because bad things happen to bad people.
Thank you.
You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
Yep. You'll get no sympathy
Said it
from
was
me.
5 years ago that Kuwana showed you the video. Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
They got his ass. Killed the fuck out of him. Oh, she knows something. What happened to him? Do you know what actually happened to him? Kuwana stepped back into Mamiya and the others' lives 5 years ago, around when Kawhi was abducted, which means, so Handyman got that kid, or I guess he wasn't a kid at the time, got him and killed the shit out of him. The guy who actually was doing, like, the kicking and shit.
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho.
Oh, it was them.
Murdered him.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawhi somewhere in Kamurocho, then bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kawana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness. Is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawhi, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We
He's
were
dead
directed
for
to bring
sure.
him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged for forgiveness. After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawhi.
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video.
Oh.
It was of all of us. Pushing Kawhi into...
Damn!
Turns out he recorded what we did in the city.
Wow!
I can see all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawhi's mouth as he screamed for help.
He played the shit out of them.
You know all the backstory. The video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture.
God damn, he
When I
got
saw
them.
it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawhi. Dead.
Jesus.
Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
Oh my god.
That's how he got his real
Outplayed.
leverage on his former students.
That's what he
Since then,
gets, but still, I mean.
we've been at his
yeah.
beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He got him double
He's
time.
giving you orders?
That man, he forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
They're being forced to help Kuwana kill people. This case finally cracking wide open. I knew that fucker was bad. I knew he was bad from the first time he showed up talking about, "You're in my town. You gotta answer to me. I'm the big head detective here. I know what's going on." I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm the detective. You ain't telling me shit. And his fucked up little stupid tan jacket and shit. I knew he was bad news from the day he walked in. I knew it. I didn't think he was killing people, but I knew something was off with that man.
What the hell? Murder who exactly?
All what?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got.
Oh, he's the
Anyone
angel
can
of
find
death
across
for
the country.
bullies.
He doesn't even care how old the case is. If a
Jesus.
student commits suicide and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawhi, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
Oh man, this is like, okay, chat. So we can all say right now. Let me get close up. We can all say right. Wait, where's the? Hang on, where's the feed? Let me get the feed in there. So, chat, we can all agree that murder is bad. That's obvious, right? Obvious. We don't have to say that. Is it morally gray that this dude is going after bullies who are directly responsible for people committing suicide? Because in a way, it's them bullying someone into the point of suicide. Does that count as murder? Like, is that also not murder in a way? If I bullied somebody to the point where they commit suicide, not directly, but indirectly responsible, right? So he's murdering murderers in a way. It's like, yeah, it's like a gray area. Murder is bad no matter what, right? But like, at the same time, I see what he's doing. I really don't know what I'm trying to say here. You know what? Let's continue. A Grim Reaper, but for bullies. Where was that when I was in school? I don't know, man. It ain't great. It ain't great, but at the same time, he's only going after bad people who do bad things. I don't know how I feel about that.
7? How's he doing this?
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
Why not just turn them in?
He
I guess
said
it can't
that's
turn
the
them
only
in.
way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I
Dude
should say this
snapped
out
and
loud,
went like,
but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm like,
let's
what?
not.
So was the murder of Hiro Mikoshiba part of that agenda? We know Mikoshiba drove Ihara-san to suicide 4 years prior.
So we got the dad
That
involved.
has to be why Kawana let Ihara murder him.
Yeah.
And how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ehara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
Wow.
So that's how it went down.
Wow.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing. He just makes us his accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body. But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawhi to the police. And then Kawhi's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawhi's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
This dude covered all his bases.
Preserving one of his murder victims?
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
You're eternally at his beck and call until the day you die. Mitsuru Kusumoto's case 13 years ago was the catalyst that drove Kuwana to executing bullies. Hiro Mikoshiba, who Ehara murdered, was just one of many, and behind him, Kuwana was pulling the strings all along.
Sounds to me like Kawana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive, killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things though, if you don't mind.
What?
There are these scumbags chasing down Kawana called RK. What part did they play?
Yeah.
Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession.
What
So
is
tell me,
RK doing in this?
Why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about suicide at Serio High.
The suicide at Serio High. You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible. But Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ehara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei didn't know Kawana's identity or his objectives. She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher. At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
Nope.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
What now?
Who is it?
Block number. Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Kawana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Uh-huh.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamayo go in exchange.
What?
Alright. She's free as soon as I see you.
Works for me. Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let myself in.
The fuck you doing in my office?
Gotta say, this chair's pretty comfy.
Oh, he's a dead man if he
Pretty
touches my
sure I
Master
locked
System
up behind
games.
me when I left.
Listen, I'll only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
Do not touch my Master
He
System.
told me to meet him alone. You can let Mamiya-san go once I confirm he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Got it.
Oh, we'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
Yeah, we should get going. He's using our toilet? Probably. We gotta go get him. But first, capsule toy. Better not get a striped fish or a plaid fish, I'm gonna be mad. God damn it. That's one thing Shenmue has over RGG games. They have way better capsule toys. They had the Sega and Sonic sets and stuff like that. Always cool to get like a Jackie Bryan or an Opa Opa out of those things. Here I'm getting striped plaid fish and shit. Oh god, what the fuck? Y'all jump me and then scare the shit out of me with a jump scare? Y'all getting punched. Tiger knee! Oh, I guess boxing knee. What about Musashi capsule toys? Oh yeah, those were also great. No, there weren't capsule toys in Brave Heads Musashi. There were action figures you could buy at the toy store, and you could either NRFB them or you could open them and play with them. That game was great. God, Musashi truly had it all. Okay, let's see. They were not random. You could buy them at the toy store at the end of every chapter. It would give you all the characters you encountered in the chapter at the end of it. So you want to save up. So the only way to actually get 100% completion on the toys was to actually encounter every enemy or boss, whatever have you in that chapter. Otherwise you would miss it. Aye! Rising. Take down. Into the tiger. Oh, that's not a tiger. I gotta stop saying tiger. I'm not tiger right now. Alright, hang on, Craig. Tiger. Tiger. You think I give up? Oh, shit. Get the... Oh! The suplex. Oh! Right in the nuts.
Really, guys?
I call that the tiger palm. Alright, good. Yo, Rash, how you doing? Welcome. We are indeed Lost Judgment. This game has progressed in a way I was not expecting. You already know because you've already beaten this game. But like right now, I'm like, another murder happened. Poor Sawa. And now we're learning about how every single student in that old class was involved. And now we're getting to meet Kuwana. He's currently chilling inside my office, and I told him he better not touch my Master System games, or I'm gonna Tiger Knee his ass. I take my Master System games very seriously. Tiger Heel. Tiger Kick. Tiger Down Attack. Tiger Elbow. Everything is Tiger when it's Tiger mode. Why'd you take a caw when cranes? Because cranes caw. Cranes are birds, are they not? There's no better sound effect. Look, it's the Hamburger Man from Sonic Adventure. Alright. Let me get some food in me real quick. Mmm. Special sushi samai. Hey, what's this song? Okay, something special. Sometimes you'll catch a Sega song on the radio.
Pretty tasty, thanks.
Remember that one time we heard Dreams of an Absolution in the radio? That was sick. Bye-bye, Hamburger Man. Alright, let's quickly kick it to the office. Figure out what this dude is doing inside my office, sitting on my seat. I paid for that. Sorry. Wait. Before I get in there. How many? Oh, I got a lot of skill points. Let me just boost my health. Health boost on Crane. Snake health. What else could I use here? Boost attack. That's not bad. EX gauge 1. Let's get that. Another EX boost gauge. Just checking every skill we could possibly upgrade right now. Abilities. Desperate Flurry. Rapidly press when on top of your enemy. Ooh. When your health is low. I hate when the health is low stuff. I don't want to keep my health low. Hold R1, press EX Light Bullet. What the hell? EX Light Bullet. That sounds crazy as hell. Okay. Snake style could use some help. Actually, what's special? Oh, special. Boosting, blame shifter, master position, mental momentum, master deception. I haven't upgraded any of these. Yeah, I'm good. Let me get that boxer stuff though. Comeback blow. Snake style needs some help. Let me get a couple of these snake styles. Overwhelming parry. Finishing blow snake style. And I think that's all we have. That's all we can get, chat. We'll have to get more points later. This game's great. There's so many skills to unlock. Alright, let's make a save. We have not saved in a minute. Whoops, that's the DLC button. My bad. Click out of that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like the DLC button. The big old DLC button. It's not what I need right now. Alright, quick. To the office. Excuse me. Alright. Healing items, so how much do I got? I feel I'm about to get jumped in there. I got a lot of healing items. Like I said, if you play an RPG game, much like an RPG, just stock up on all healing items. You won't ever have an issue. Alright, let's go fuck him up. Rasher, I gotta ask, what do you think about him killing bullies? We're all like, we understand where he's coming from, but it's also wrong. But like, he's gotta be stopped. Oh. There he is, chilling at my fucking desk.
Hope you don't mind I let myself in. Now are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work, or neither of us is gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Got it. Will do.
Let's talk, buddy.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down?
You're in my
Maybe it's time
seat.
you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment?
I was gonna ask that. Why were you there?
RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you.
He touched some master
So
system?
why was
Bet.
she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me. Is that what's eating away at you right now? Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman.
Yeah. Judgment 1.
You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
I'm not like you.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on. I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting, so I warned him not to overdo it, and eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's what I did. I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind? She asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there.
Huh.
I'm not so presumptuous anymore. But back then, I used to think my students were my biggest fans. I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made me see the truth. I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework. The next day, I put a hidden camera in the classroom after school.
Oh, wow. So that's how he got the bullying video. He had set himself, okay. He happened to catch it the day of. Can you imagine? So he was too late to stop it. If what he's saying is indeed true, why would he lie at this point?
So you admit that you're the one who recorded that video?
Yeah. You saw it, right? Talk about the ugly side of kids. Hard to watch, wasn't it? Unfortunately, by the time I picked up the camera and saw what it recorded, Mitsuru had made his jump. I missed him by a few crucial moments.
Oh,
What
Jesus.
happened in that classroom was the final straw. Later on, all
God
the bullies were
damn.
asked what happened. Each and every one of them lied. Kawai started it. It wasn't our idea, they said. To anyone outside of it, all they'd seen was Kawai forcing Mitsuru to do his bidding. So the people held culpable were Kawai and myself. The callous homeroom teacher who deliberately turned a blind eye. That was the day I began living my life with real purpose.
So you couldn't forgive your students who got away with bullying. You went so far, you put aside your own life to make sure they atoned somehow.
That's right. Mitsuru Kusumoto's still a vegetable. He's as good as dead. But I don't care. We have no right to forget about him.
You say that, even though Sawa-sensei ended up paying for it.
The one who shouldn't have. The only one who
I'll
shouldn't
ask you
have.
again. Why were you at her apartment the other day? Don't dodge the question this time.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning.
Please.
4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time. You know this, right?
Right.
A student at Seiryo High School? Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah.
When she was in court, Sawa-kun had no choice but to say there wasn't any bullying. Soon as she told me that, I knew Hiro Mikoshiba would be my next target. Of course, she had no idea about any of that. When Sawa-kun learned Mikoshiba had been murdered, though, she reached out to me herself.
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion that I was involved in his death.
Who else could it have been?
She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
And? What kind of answers did you give her?
I denied any knowledge of it, but at one point, she mentioned something kind of odd. That there was a detective at the school already investigating the incident.
That's us.
She meant you, of course.
That was
A
us.
detective already knee-deep into the case, despite the police barely even knowing about Mikoshiba.
Sakawa-sensei was the one who told Kuwana I'd shown up at the school. So that explains
The
why he
police
got
are
up in our
a pain in the
face,
ass.
because he didn't want us
But when an
investigating.
out-of-town detective comes sniffing around,
Yep,
that's bad.
that's why.
I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail.
I knew it. I knew it.
No. Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
Huh?
And then what?
First, I found out where the two of you would be meeting up. At that little cafe.
I remember this.
Then, I hired the Leomong to step in. But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya.
That's
They
who
hadn't
that
seen each other in
was.
13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
Wow. I would not have guessed that was her.
Yui Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call.
Oh, they were
She
trying
broke
to
down.
they were trying to get her to call him so they could get him.
But she wouldn't give me a straight answer.
That's
no
what that
matter
call
how I
was.
tried
They were
to phrase the
calling her to
question.
told her to call
So then
him
what?
to get him.
Did you just waltz on over there? That doesn't seem like
That's
it.
why she was on the verge.
Watch
She had
it.
the knife to her throat.
You don't know me well enough to say that.
I think.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawakun, no. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced to make that call.
Yep.
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear,
Yeah.
I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling.
So we
It's
fucked
tragic.
that up too.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
They might have let her. No, they wouldn't have let her go. They would have killed her anyway.
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest, I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Watch them
We're
show up
on
now.
the same page. At least we agree on something.
Speaking of which,
Just
is
a
RK on the way? Is that a call from RK?
Yeah. I'm still over here with
Who are you
Yagami-san.
talking to?
You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay. Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out. While you still can.
Bro, we ain't going nowhere.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
No, it ain't.
I wouldn't count on that.
We getting his ass. Do not let this man get away. Get his ass.
Hold up!
Oh, time for some smooth jazz chasing, chat. I'm gonna do this first try. No mistakes. Let's go. Ooh, the goddamn. That Sega Jazz, man. Ugh. Left, right. Chew, chew, chew. Triangle. I meant. Nope. Just chasing your ass down the street. Excuse me, sir. Get your ass back here. Do you see my stamina bar, sir? You are not getting away from me. Get off your phone, idiot. Damn, he's getting. Wait. Oh, I should have kicked that thing at him. Damn it. I gotta remember to kick things at him. That's not a kicker. That's not a kicker. Oi! Nah. Bro, is that the same person on his phone? Get off the phone. There, right there. Stamina up. What? I have to be careful about my prompts here. PlayStation control is a little touchy. There, right there. Eat that, asshole. Get your ass back here. Bro, this music is nice. Left, right. Chew, chew, chew. Bro, he is gone. Oi! Not yet. Oh, I missed the can of juice of Sunny D. Bro, look at my stamina bar compared to yours. You're not getting away from me. Go down. Go down. Bro. You have no stamina left. And I've made no mistakes. Go down already, man. What, I gotta kill him? Well, if you don't sit your ass down. Yeah. Get tackled, asshole. Urgh. Tiger tackle. Get up. Oh, man. I can listen to this music all day. What? Oh! Hang on, there's more, round 2.
Get back here!
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Where'd he go?
We totally walked into a trap. What's about to happen here? It's dark and dimly lit, and we're underground, and it's too quiet. Oh, wait, there he goes. Get your dumb ass back. Bro, I know it's you under there. You can't fight worth shit. You're all of you guys about to get knocked the hell out.
You really need the masks. Come on, Kurakawa kids.
I know it's you.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
Kawana!
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
But answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
You and what army?
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind of lesson is this?
I'm gonna give you guys a lesson in animals today. Pick your death style. Snake style. Ugh. God, it feels good to be a snake. Hang on, what's this music? Ugh, get that shit out of here. Ow, what the? Harry! Ow. Ah, I feel like choke slamming. Yeah. Give me that bat. This is how you use a bat. Oh. Oh, it's you. Come here. Choke slam. Oh, crap. Never mind. Damn it. Get down. Nope. We dodged those. God, the combat in this is so smooth. Ugh. Oh, you're the last one left, buddy. Yeah, that was a dumb move. Get the fuck down. Time for my snake finisher. Go to sleep. These guys can't fight, man. Give me a challenge. Bring back that Soma guy with the knife. That guy was actually doing damage. You Kurakawa kids cannot fight.
Kawana! Oh no, Kawana!
God damn it. I don't like that view. I don't like that view. Mamiya, what are you doing?
Really? So nice of you to stick around. Mamiya-san. Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
Put the bat down. Oh, that's the end of the fuck me. Fuck me. It's the end of the chapter. I'm out of save files. I've been rotating them so much, I'm out of save files. Okay, let's put it down here. Chat, no, don't give them an A for effort. That was a terrible fight. They barely touched me except for the knife guy. Then I snaked all over him. Okay, hang on.
13 years in the past. Mitsuru Kusimoto plunged himself into a coma, sealing his fate alongside Kawana's. Ridden by guilt, Kawana sets off on a path of vengeance. and the bullies he drags with him are shackled to the shadows.
I didn't realize they cut his throat. Jesus
However,
Christ.
Yokosawa's murder serves as a deadly wake-up call to what he's done.
Well, cool. Chapter 10, Catch a Tiger! It's showing Kamurocho. Again. I can't see this without thinking of Kiryu. Next chapter is going to be called By the Toe. Next one, the final one will be called If He Hollers, Let Him Go.
Hey. What are you doing?
Evidence.
Getting your identification on record, so you won't be a threat to us anymore.
What?
And I think you owe us after everything you've done. Expect me to come collect one of these days.
Yeah, these guys are no... Oh, hello. Hey!
Your carriage awaits, Mamiya-san.
You're coming with
Don't
us.
tell me we're going back to that dingy arcade.
We sure are. But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't us who abandoned you.
She's like, God damn, I just got out of there. I used all my Chuck E. Cheese tokens and everything. Alright, we got some more questions for you.
Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang, right?
Yeah, I let them know what's up. They said they'll head over when they're ready.
Did Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who Kuwana really is and what he's up to.
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do? Back me up here, Yagami-san.
Whatever, man. Kuwana got away, and that's all that matters. Still,
Kuwana's not
the task
officially
in front
away,
of
though,
us is
right?
finishing Sari-san's case. We have to clear up Ahara's crime once and for all. With Mamiya-san's help, of course.
Finally, I'm ready to get some answers.
This how greasy this arcade is, chat. Look at those pizza
we
grease
still got
stains on
time
the
till
wall.
Shirosaki-sensei gets here. Why don't you take a breather, Yagami-san?
Like they couldn't paint or fix
You
this
okay?
place up a little bit?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Oh,
Yeah, a break sounds good.
yes it does.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamurocho lately? Anything involving RK?
Yeah, about that. My guys are saying things have been a little too quiet since yesterday.
They're planning
Soma
something.
and Akutsu are out in Ijincho too. When they come back, they're in for a rude awakening.
Something about to go down.
They can pay for what they did to Kaito Aniki.
Make them pay? Aren't your Yakuza days behind you now?
That's not the Yakuza in me talking. That's just a problem I'm gonna be the solution for.
Okay.
Isn't that exactly what a Yakuza would say?
Fine. Think of it as getting revenge for a brother. I'm doing the right thing, damn it!
Yeah, maybe it's just how you're putting it.
Besides, what's it matter if I was Yakuza? I've got my own code, and I'm gonna do right by me.
Okay.
Whatever you say. Much as things change, they stay the same.
Since I'm out, I might as well go check on the city's doing. Check out the city's doing. I'll go kill some time somewhere. Can I kill time in this arcade? Can I play any of these games? None of these games are playable, chat. I'm a little sad. Wait, what's in that? What's in that room? Nothing. Wait, is that a safe? I can't touch the safe. I can't go back there either. This room sucks. And I can't mess with any of the arcade machines. Fine. Let's go kill some time, chat. What should we do? Oh, God. Squirrel on a walkie-talkie. Where should we go? Got plenty of things to do, like, Let's go to the batting cage. Batting cage. Arcade? Y'all want to go to the arcade? But we were just in an arcade. Let me quick travel real quick. Let's the dog find the Master System game? Okay, you're right. Let's go back to my office. Alright, chat, we'll go to the arcade, but first we're gonna walk our dog to the arcade. Maybe we'll find a sick... What?
Hey, Yagami-san, it's Sugiura.
Hey.
Shirosaki-sensei and the others just got to Charles. They're getting ready to grill Mamiya-san.
Got it. And I'll head back soon.
That was incredibly fast. It must be literally mean do an activity, and then your time will pass. God damn, they got there as fast as my taxi did. Well, that's fine. No, I ran into a side story. I said, give me the goddamn money. Move it. I don't have the code to open the register. I'm just a part-timer. It's my first day. I don't give a shit what you are. Open it or you're dead. What is that, a robbery? And cut. That's the last shot for the day. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow morning, we pick things up outside the studio. Extras, you'll be getting an email from us soon. Thanks again. This sounds like Persona 5 music right here. Aw, man, they were shooting Office Alone 4 here? I wish I could have snuck in among the extras. According to Chatter, they're shooting a robbery scene at another location too. Are movies of robberies that popular? Oh, it's for a movie. Jeez, I was worried there for a second. Guess I should beat it and don't want to get in the way of cleanup. Okay, that's a side story about a movie. Office Alone, chat. Office Alone. I accidentally ran into a side story. RGG style. Yeah, I'll admit I have not done a single side story in this game. I'm really locked in on the story right now. I like the story too much. There's the arcade, chat. See? You see it, chat? You see it? Everybody calm down. There's the arcade. We'll get in there later. I just want to walk the dog. I want to walk the dog. Excuse me. Office Alone. What? Oh, wait. No, he's at the other office. Not this one. Damn it. I keep getting the two offices confused. Where's the Yokohama 99 office? You know what? We're already here. Let's do the arcade. We travel all this way. We might as well go in the arcade. Alright, what do we got? We got Fighting Vipers, Fantasy Zone, Sonic the Fighters. These games will never change, chat. And, of course, Virtua Fighter 5. Chat, what do you want? What do you want to see? First answer wins. We don't blame you. The story is great. I'm only going to do one credit so we don't waste time. I want to get back into the story as soon as possible. I got 3 different answers. Let the coin decide. Where's my coin? Where's my coin of deciding? I can't find it. There it is. Found you. Alright. Sonic the Fighters or Fighting Vipers? Tails, Fighting Vipers, Heads, Sonic Fighters. You need to stop asking for Sonic the Fighters. We've done this game the most out of all of them. 1 credit. I'm gonna challenge myself. Who have I not? I think I've played every character at this point. I don't know who I haven't played. I played Amy. I haven't played Espio. I don't think. Let's go Espio. I played Tails last time. I played Sonic the first time. Alright, just gotta figure out what his moves are. I got Tongue. Tongue action. I imagine he plays like Kage. Where are my buttons? Yeah, eat it. We're about to get bodied by Metal Sonic. I know we are. What are your moves, SPO? I like his spin dash. I'm not gonna lie. I like the animation on the spin dash. Look at that. Yeah, he's Kage. Oh! Alright, what are your moves, SPO? What are your specials? Anybody got his moveset? Best win pose. Do you prefer modern or classic SPO? What's the difference? Unlike most characters, there's really no difference between classic and modern SPO. What are you doing? Stop butt-bumping me. Damn. I'll show you. I'll drop kick all your barriers. Then you won't be able to block anymore. Bro, SPO is weird in this. Have you read Shadow the Hedgehog manga chapter 1? No. I was told don't do that. Because the mangaka, I don't know how I say that, said please don't do it. It's been leaked. I will not get paid. So I will not do it. You can't block anymore, can you, Amy? Can ya? Can ya? But once it officially comes out, then yes, I will. I don't like how SPO plays in this. He's stiff as hell. I gotta break his guard so he can't block anymore. There we go. Like, I'm not discovering any moves. I'm doing back, forward. I'm doing everything. Oh, God. I ran up the wall, though. In a field of ice. Oh, shit. I'm frozen. Field of ice. Something paradise. Alright. It's time for a clone battle! Turn invisible? How do you do that? What is it, like down PKG? I'm just gonna abuse spin dash on them. They don't know what to do against that. That's new. Some people are trying to leak the Sonic 3 movie. You know why that is. People want that clout. The best way to get clout? Leak movies. Ruin everybody else's enjoyment. I want to be the first person with the clicks of the first thing. Ayah! The best way to defeat that, just don't look. Don't look. Don't look at it. Don't click at it. Ugh! Bitch. Did he not? He just kicked me in the shin. Alright. Bro, you're not fighting back this hard right now after I just got rid of all your barriers. Slap them. I figured out how to do the tongue grab, chat. I'm about to snap the shit out of this guy's tongue. Okay, now he's not letting me do it. Die. People have already leaked the new Zelda? What? Wait, the game or the movie? The game or the movie? The movie can't... let's say... Wait, there's a new Zelda game coming out? I'm out of the loop. I don't know. Not gonna lie, chat. I'm not a fan of SPO in this game. He feels stupid stiff. I cannot figure out any moves for him. Oh, the one where you play... Wait, that's not out yet? I thought that one was already out. Please, Tails, kill me. I beg of you, Tails, kill me. I don't want to be SPO anymore. Thank you. Thank you. SPO is not fun to play in this game. I don't know what his moveset is, but it ain't my style. I couldn't figure out anything with that man. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back to the office. We have done our daily task. No more Sonic the Fighters. We've played all the characters now. What the hell? Do they not understand that I am currently in snake style? Their lives are in danger. Constantly. I got that snake style music playing right now. Listen to this theme, chat. Come here. Well, get your ass in this corner. Woo! Choke slam. Oh, never mind. Whoa! Oh, no. Aye. Now, if I could do any heat action in real life, that'd be the one. Knock him against the wall, on the chest, and then kick him right there in the head. That is such a Did he just... How did he push that sign when he was away from him? Alright. Let's go back to the office. That's the sickest maneuver ever. That's why it's called the snake style, chat. Speaking of which, chat. Wait, I just remembered something. When is Venom out? Venom's out in October, right? Isn't Craven also out in December? They really have two Sony movies coming out side by side? Both are gonna compete with each other in the shitty meter? Oh, I can't wait to see the Sony Cinematic Universe now. I'm sorry, the Spider-Man-less Spider-Man villain universe. Jesus. Competing with Sonic and Mufasa. Yeah, it's gonna be a packed December. Damn. It's gonna be a damn packed December. Let's make a save. I think Sonic 3 will beat Craven. I don't think it's gonna beat Mufasa though. It'd be funny if it does though.
Really? You too, Genda Sensei?
What are you doing here?
What? Am I in the way?
Of course not. I didn't know you still did field work.
I figured if they could pull a fast one on Saori-kun, I'd at least want to look him in the eye.
Why are all these people here? What gives?
You're about to get grilled. George
We've been
Foreman
waiting
style.
for you, Yagami-san. Mamiya-san is about to enlighten us on the truth behind the groping.
Good.
Oh, and I heard about Sawa-sensei. I'm so sorry.
Our condolences.
Looks like she got mixed up in all this when RK was chasing after Kawana. But we're still not sure why they chased him. To figure that out, we'll have to retrace Kawana's steps.
Exactly.
That said, let's start with the harassment charges, Mamiya-san.
Well, we're about to get everything we want right now, chat. All the answers to get him into, like, we're gonna actually get the killer now. But there's something bigger than this case right now that we need to solve. The only Sony Spider-Man-less movie I'm looking forward to is that I enjoy is Venom. Oh. Yeah, the Spider-Man-less Spider-Man villain universe is turning out pretty poorly right now. Only one movie of that whole franchise has turned out okay? And I use that term very loosely here, which is Venom. Let's see, Morbius bombed twice. It bombed twice. What's the other one? Madam Web. Less said about that, the better. Yeah, just Sony cannot get their shit together. Except for the Spider-Verse films. That's the only thing they've got, but that's because it's got Spider-Man in it, and it's a different studio completely. Alright, let's talk to Mamiya. We got the... Imagine getting grilled by this group of individuals. Look at all these people. We got Sugiya, we got Steve Blum, we got Young Lawyer Man, we got Genda. Like, and to top it off, we even got the arcade manager right there. Stank facing us. Alright, Mamiya. Tell us what you know. Sony not making money at the bottom. Oh, they're not. No, they've been bombing
Let's get
crazy.
this over with.
Here we go, chat.
Pout all you want, but keep the answers straight. Got it?
Ihara's assault was designed to establish a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. So Kawana had you play the victim, and together you pulled one over on the police and the court.
Can you confirm if this is all accurate so far, please?
Yeah.
The person who groped you on the train wasn't Ihara-san himself. It was his stand-in.
Are we recording
and
this?
My understanding is that he had conspirators to help him fabricate this event.
That's right.
We need to make
What
sure
was Kawana doing at
this
the
is
time?
filmed or something,
Was
or
he
documented.
in Jinsho or Tokyo?
Didn't you hear your lady friend? A Hara-san had a stand-in. And that stand-in was our sensei.
You mean Kawana posed as Ahara himself?
How?
So this Ahara was actually Kawana.
How?
Sensei and a Hara-san have a pretty similar build. Not sure they could have pulled it off otherwise, you know?
But some spots don't look right, like his mouth. You sure that's really Kawana-san?
That part around his mouth is fake. He said he scanned a Hara-san's
I'm about to say the
face
facial
and made it
features
on
aren't even
3D
similar.
Oh, huh.
You can print things in 3D now?
Oh, Genda,
Well,
sit
it's
down. You got a
machine
lot
that
to
takes a
learn.
model's data from a computer and prints physical objects using materials like resin. So if you were to scan a person's face onto a computer, a 3D printer could accurately recreate it.
I don't know about that. Can 3D printers recreate faces? Like to that detail? I know they can recreate a lot of things. I didn't know they could recreate like a human face. Well, not like obviously skin. I'm talking about like the. I guess they could, huh? As long as you have enough detailing in there, like all the rivets and everything. That's crazy.
I don't know the details, but that's what Sensei used to become a Hara-san.
Something
That's
like
crazy.
This. See, with a 3D printer, a piece of a face is pretty easy to make.
What the hell?
I see. His eyes are hidden behind the sunglasses, and the seams on his jaw are obscured by the mask.
That's pretty clever.
It's incredible, I must say. With the mouth area so visible, it's too convincing to think he's anybody else. And with the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual predator, they fell for it.
This is no time to be impressed. In case you forgot, he had the defense fooled too.
Yep.
Right.
Assuming Kawana was Ahara's double, there's still some evidence I'm iffy about.
I'm of the same opinion.
Okay. Which evidence is questionable?
Time to pull back the curtain on this case. Any evidence I'm unsure for, I need to press Mamiya on it right now. So, okay. So we know for a fact that he was there actually committing the murder. We got that part. So the stand-in was there. And I remember they said it was same day. They caught him. Trace element inspection report. That makes sense. She would give the fibers of her panties to the guy. The Ehara transit. Did they explain that? And I forgot what the explanation was. Imagine along the commuter pass automatically records the time of entry into a station. He passed the Eco station gate at 7:43, over an hour before the incident occurred. Which would mean Kuwana was standing there for. Didn't they say Kuwana was standing there for a long time before this happened? To pose for the camera, basically, they get the evidence that he was there. Security footage and person appears to be I was standing in place for over an hour. That's what we just said. The security train footage has, however, the train footage clearly shows the female victim grabbing Hara's waist, followed by him fleeing. There was the blind spot. We need to ask about the blind spot. That's what it is. I feel we need to ask about the blind spot. Like, where did the trade-in happen? Where did the GameStop trade-in happen?
How about this then?
What's this? A map of the station?
We made a diagram of Shinjuku Station. The platform's packed with cameras, but take a closer look and you'll notice a small blind spot.
We've all been looking into it. So, let's say Ahara murdered Mikoshiba and faked his alibi at the station. If that was the case, then after Ahara had his stand-in do the deed, they would have swapped at this blind spot.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
Is I give up what you're looking for? You figured it out. You win. What more do you want?
I better press with me on this evidence. Time to pull back the curtain on the groping case. That was not it. Security cameras. Numerous cameras record the groper attempting to flee the scene with the female victim in pursuit. Yeah, let's ask her about the evidence. She would know about this one, right? The fabric.
This piece of the puzzle still needs an explanation.
Is that...
The police examined the trace evidence on Ahara's hands after he was caught. And from the analysis, the same fibers from Mamiya-san's undergarments were found on Ihara's hands.
That's right. If the stand-in was the groper, Ihara-san wouldn't have touched Mamiya-san at all.
Right.
But the evidence on Ihara-san's hands suggests otherwise. Rather strange, isn't it?
I take it there was a trick to this, too?
That's simple. Before I got in the train, I met with the real Ihara-san at the underground platform. That's when I had him touch the undergarment. After that, all I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on.
That easy.
That's where the fibers in the trace were from.
That easy. Just as I suspected, she and Ihara fabricated the harassment evidence long before it happened.
What the police found on Ihara-san's hands was exactly what we wanted them to find. And it would serve as hard proof he grabbed me.
All right.
The courts really ate it up. It was hard not to laugh sometimes, to be honest.
You're really starting to open up. That's the spirit.
I better press me on this evidence. Oh, I guess we're getting all of this. What else do we need? I guess, would she even know about the video? Should I ask about that? Let me ask about that.
Any thoughts after seeing this?
Stop it.
You're gonna look away? You aided and abetted by playing the victim, didn't you?
I mean, yes.
Who put this video up on the internet?
Sensei did. He said from the start that once Ihara-san got his guilty verdict, he'd upload it to the internet.
So that was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Sensei can't forgive the law for how easy it lets out bullies. Ihara-san's the same way. His son's death was brushed aside. The court blamed his suicide on unknown factors. And that's what led them to his whole plan. The real victim is some bully who never got what he deserved, and the killer gets off in court by being convicted of battery. How would the public respond after finding out they'd gamed the law like that?
So Kawana and Ahara's real plan was to make a mockery out of the justice system.
So for those that don't know, chat, this has kind of been a thing for the Judgment games, and it's kind of highlighting something that, from what I hear in Japan, is a huge problem with like the justice / law system over there, where it's about saving face. If you're convicted, there's a high chance that you're gonna get a guilty. Like it's an extremely high rate of people getting found guilty because in the eyes of the public, it would look bad if the court brought someone in under false, pretenses and they were actually innocent. It makes them look bad. So therefore, even if you are innocent, you're probably going to get a guilty verdict because it makes, it's really complicated. Look into it. Like it's really crazy. So like even now, trying to overturn this case when they've already decided that he was guilty of groping, when in actuality he was guilty of a murder, they're not going to want to overturn that because it would make them look bad, like incompetent in the eyes of the public. So that's why this is like, it's interesting like that. Like in a weird way, it's like complete opposite to over here where it's like, oh yeah, innocent people go to jail all the time, but it's not from like, whatever, let's not get into it.
Seems to be going well for them. The courts are beside themselves for dragging the police into this.
So, just in case you guys aren't aware, just a one final thing. If you're ever in Japan visiting for anything, try to keep your nose clean. The last thing you want to do is like, get in trouble over there. For anything.
I guess Ihara really was desperate. He was never concerned about his own punishment. Tarnished his
that goes for any country you visit. Even this country you live in. Don't do it.
Yeah, cop or not, Ihara is a broken man. Nobody took responsibility for his son's death, and the courts all but ignored his case. No wonder he went along with Kawana.
He got to personally give revenge to the guy who killed his son.
Yeah.
Well, indirectly anyway.
Sensei and Ihara-san are the perfect pair with nothing to lose. The only ones who do are the ones forced to comply. Us. Speaking of which, are we done here yet?
If only. What else can we get out of her? Are we going through every piece of evidence? Or am I... I guess I'm going through every piece of evidence. Or maybe I haven't picked the right one yet. Let's try the transit card? I mean, all this is just be confirming what we already know. Let's go with the groping footage?
This came out pretty clearly.
I want to visit Japan too when I get enough money one day.
So the guy in the back is Kuwana posing as Ahara, right?
Yes. And he actually didn't lay a finger on me. His prints couldn't show up.
Sounds like you had a hell of a time getting this set up.
I didn't. But Sensei sure did.
Alright. Try this video.
Can you take a closer look at this?
That's the Ikebukuro station platform. What about it?
If Kuwana was pretending to be Ahara, then Kuwana was also the man in the video before he got on the train, correct?
Right. Didn't we go over this already?
Guess we did, huh?
Most of the evidence is just repeating what we already know. Can I exit out? I guess I suck at this. I can't find the... Let's go with the transit card then.
How about this then?
And this is?
Before the incident, Ahara used this card to go through the ticket gate at Ikebukuro, the time of which was recorded.
Right, and it was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
Thanks, Hoshino-kun.
Happy to help, Yagami-san.
You're a big help.
At the earliest, Mikoshiba's time of death would have been 7:30 a.m. If Ahara killed Mikoshiba in a Jinsho, he would have only had 13 minutes to get to Ikebukuro.
Right, okay.
And frankly, that's impossible.
That's the evidence we've been missing.
That's what's dumping you?
Huh?
Sensei borrowed the card from Ehara-san beforehand and passed her the gate. Afterward, he slipped it back to Ehara-san when they switched places. That way, Ehara-san ended up having the time-stamped card on him.
Oh.
Makes sense now.
So even the entry time through the ticket gate was used as part of the alibi?
It all seems so obvious now that I hear it. Nobody'd suspect that a groping was being used as an alibi for murder.
Yeah. And on top of all that, no one knew Mikoshiba had been killed during the trial. They really pulled it off.
They played the crap out of
Anything else?
everybody.
Yagami-san, you sure that's enough?
Yeah, I think we've got plenty. Bottom line, groping was a fabrication. At the very least, we know that the prosecution's evidence can all be refuted.
The courts were being intentionally misled. I'm considering filing an appeal.
Are you saying you want a retrial?
That's probably not going to go over well.
We'll reveal Ahara and Kuwana's plot and overturn the verdict they issued.
That might be harder than it sounds.
Why do you say that, Genda-sensei?
Well, the previous trial resulted in Ahara being found
You hear that,
guilty,
chat?
right?
You hear that?
As the client, if he doesn't want an appeal, there's no way you're getting one. Doesn't matter what any lawyer tries to do. If Ahara refuses to appeal, then that's that.
That's right, because we were his defense.
And we'll talk to him tomorrow. First, we need to see how he reacts to everything we've got on him.
He's not going to say shit to us. He's
Let's
happy. He
meet
got
at
what
the
he wanted.
detention center tomorrow.
He killed the killer. He killed the bully of his kid. He got what he wanted. He don't care anymore.
Sure are. Great job, everyone.
Oh.
Get some rest.
It's party time.
It's apparently party time. Yo, Clown Man, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. We're in the middle of Judgment.
Yagami.
Lost Judgment, that is.
You sure
Welcome,
it was
guys.
cool to let that mommy chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
Is it raining? What is that?
I mean, she helped Kuwana kill all those people.
No, it's not raining.
Aren't you
Sorry.
gonna turn her in or something?
I would. But there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do?
Frankly, we don't have any proof of the murder she was talking about.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Nothing directly pointing to Mama anyway. Aside from Mikoshiba, no other bodies turned up.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome.
Which means all we can...
Let me pause real quick. I gotta welcome the Raiders, chat. Give me a second. All right, let's see what we got. We got Filthy Kong. We got Clown Man himself. You're just playing Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Were you doing like a multiplayer with the stream, or were you just playing like the SNES one? How'd that go? Did you have fun? Jasmine the Lockatu said, "Aren't you on YouTube? I want you on YouTube. I know you on YouTube. Holy crap! Yeah, that's me. That's me. YouTube's Wolfie. Hi, it's me. I stream. Pochi Mochi 24 said it's Yagami. That's correct. This is indeed Yagami in Lost Judgment. I play Mario Kart 8. Okay, I figured as much. That game is great. I hope you're playing battle mode. That mode's really sick. It's my favorite personally, honestly. That's me. I almost said TV's Frank. I watched too much Mystery Science Theater. It was chaos, as that game always is. Well, hopefully y'all had fun and hopefully y'all settle in. We're trying to solve a murder right now. No spoilers. It's my first time. So let's all sit back, enjoy the popcorns, and let's do this.
And do is take her home, right? Sugiura is making sure she gets back
Happy
safe.
Saturday, everybody. Just joining us. Hope you're having a good
Fine,
weekend.
Forget it. Why are you still here? Everyone else went home already.
Come on, man. Why the cold shoulder? Am I really that annoying?
Yes.
You wouldn't be the guy I'd call to hang out with. So if you're done, then go.
Wow.
He's such a sourpuss ever
jugular,
since
huh?
our partner got stabbed.
But if it's help you need, I'll be there. I've had nothing but time lately. But only if you bow your head and ask nice. Then I'll consider.
All right, Steve Blum.
I know for a fact you'd help me out regardless. So why waste a good bow? Thanks for the drink.
I miss Kaito.
Dude, come on. That was your cue to bow and ask nice.
Bye. Gonna go to Sari-san to interview Ahara tomorrow. Time to call it a day. Well, chat, it's time to call it a day. So there's only one thing we can do. Where's the batting center? It's right there, right? Take me to the batting center. I wanna hit some balls, chat. You know what I mean? I'm kind of angry right now. After all that, I want to hit some balls with a bat. So there's only one thing to do, is to hit the batting center. All right, time for some Sonic Skateboard. Watch this, chat. Oh, never mind. I messed up. It's a nice emote. It'd be a shame if something were to steal that. Let's see. Tom of Toonami. I remember Tom. The first Tom got. Remember that? When Toonami had their whole little thing where something was invading the ship and then it killed him. Let's make a quick save.
Look at these balls.
What the hell? Look at these. What? Huh? I got two alerts at the same time. They almost canceled each other out. One was look at the balls and then one for 100. Clownman, thank you for the hundo. Appreciate that. And also, Lays, thank you for telling me about the balls. Let's go hit some balls. I gotta stop saying that on... Okay, whatever. Let's go hit some spheres. Oh, select your bat. I can only pick the basic. Alright, let's go. Alright, chat. Let's hit it. Point to the stands. And let's go.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. Home run! Okay, what do I gotta do? Like, 3 home runs in a row gets me a turkey? Right! Fudge! It moved! Yeah! Home run!
Nice.
How many home runs am I supposed to hit? How many homers am I supposed to hit, chat? Yeah! That's a dinger right there, chat. That's a dinger. Yo! I still got it, though. I still got it. It's like the Winnie the Pooh baseball game, chat.
Nice.
We should play that on stream sometime. Why does it shift like that? I don't know baseball. I've not even played it once in my life. Has anyone ever beaten the Winnie the Pooh baseball game? The Flash game? Wait, can you even play that? Is that a Flash game? Yo! Nice! I think I need one more. Hey.
We're being attacked by balls!
That's what I think of those balls. Home run, baby! Who did that? Who did that? Lays. Making the balls alert while I'm trying to play some baseball. Well, I did it, chat. I hit some balls. I feel pretty good about myself. That guy wants to talk, but I'm not going to talk to him. Alright, chat. Now let's call it a night. Let's see what tomorrow brings us. I will say, chat, Lost Judgment. This is going to be like... It's probably going to be a stupid take to say right now since I'm still, like, playing the game. I'm going to say it. You know what? I'm going to say it. This might be top 3 RGG game material. Like, I like this game a lot. Like, my top 3, if I had to say my top 3 right now, it'd be Yakuza 0. I really liked Gaiden, I'm not gonna lie. Yakuza 0, Gaiden, and maybe Like a Dragon, or Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. The Ichiban game, the first Ichiban game. My top 3. I might, you know, my top 3 might just be might be Yakuza 0, Like a Dragon, and then Lost Judgment. One of each main character. One Kiryu game, one Ichiban game, and one Yagami game. All right, chat. Let's do it. Yakuza Infinite. Well, if somebody saw play that in the games. Oh yeah, no. Jasmine. In hindsight, the plot of that game is kinda iffy. I like what it did for Kiryu, but I feel Ichiban got sold on that game. He did not have as good a story as he should have, because I think they were focusing too much on Kiryu. Not that I hate Kiryu. I love Kiryu as much as anybody else. Started with Kiryu. I ended with Kiryu. But I wanted to see more Ichiban, you know what I mean? Ichiban's my boy. Let's play a Master System game. I didn't walk the dog to get the Master System games. I'm an idiot. Alright, that's fine. We got Alex the Kid, Penguin Land, Fantasy Zone Zero, Alien Syndrome, Global Defense, and Sagaya? I'll do some Penguin Land. I like that game. I'll do some Penguin Land. Last game, last little mini game we do. Oh, you're currently playing it? You know what? I'm not gonna say anything further then. I'm not gonna say a goddamn thing. I'll keep my mouth shut. We don't here at this stream, we don't spoil games for anybody. At least not on purpose. So I'll go ahead and be quiet on that. I hope Majima gets his own game like the Soul main character. That might be a stretch. Alright, chat, let's see what we got here. Alright, I am a penguin. This is my egg. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Okay, don't break. Oh, God. Okay, how do I kill this polar bear? Aye! Oh! He punched me! That was so violent. Bro, how do I get past them now? Ugh. Oh. Bro, stop bullying. Bro, get away from me. Oh. Bro, he punched the... Did you see that? I want you to... someone screenshot that. Like, did you see the penguin? He's like... getting punched out as the egg is cracking. That was disgusting. I got bullied. It's okay, chat. I get my sweet revenge. How do I kill this guy? I know what I'll do. I'll drop a rock on his head. Maybe that's how you kill him. Watch this. Watch this. How do I drop... I don't know how to drop this rock on his head. This guy's not gonna let me alone. Wait! What if I get rid of that block under... Okay, I got an idea. Stay here, egg. No! Damn, the game really takes a screenshot of your fuck up. It's like, look what you did. Look what you did. Okay, I got an idea, chat. I got an idea. Wait, I got an idea. Watch this, watch this. Okay, watch. I'm gonna put an egg right down there like this. Boom. Now I'm gonna do this. Put this guy right here. Break this guy. And break. How high can I jump? I can jump pretty high. Okay, watch this, chat. I know how to kill this polar bear. Watch this. You ready for this, chat? Ready? Let's squish him. Okay. Okay. It stops short of hitting him in the head. Of course it does. Well, how do I get past Polar Bear McGee? What is that bird carrying? A stick of butter? What is that? What was that? Why did Amazon Prime drop a... Why did Amazon Prime had a bird deliver butter to me? What was that? What the hell was that? Can you not just bring the egg to the left side of the screen before digging? I could. I could have done that. That was the Amazon Prime bird, chat. Alright, there. Be safe, egg. Okay, I got an idea. Let's do this. If I dig that... Damn it, I messed up. I can't kill this guy. No, don't! No more Penguin Land. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I saw somebody play that. Yeah. Oh wait. The first one, Ichiban story. It's definitely impactful. Oh, it's one of my favorites. I think it has one of the best stories in Yakuza. Like a Dragon, Ichiban game. I hate that the games are called Like a Dragon now. So every time I say Like a Dragon, I usually mean like Yakuza 7. But now you say Like a Dragon, it's like which one? I mean Like a Dragon. Which Like a Dragon? Like a Dragon. All right. Time to rest on the couch. Do I want to rest on the couch? Yeah, I still call it Yakuza 2, but like... Alright. Alright, time for the interview. Chat, this is the most important day of our lives. But for the rest of us, it's Saturday. Let's play the Penguin game one more time. I feel like I can beat that first level. I really do. I slept on it. I feel like I can do it now. Alright, let's go. Alright, I got it this time, chat. My perfect, brilliant plan. So I'm gonna dig a hole here. The animation on this game is very smooth for a Master System game. You don't see games like this often. There we go. Right there. And then we'll go this way. Is it gonna crush it if the block grows on it? If that block expands on my egg, will it break it? Okay, so we gotta take it slow. I should have seen that coming, honestly. Alright, get down there, egg. Okay, you will be safe this way. Okay, go that way. That broke it last... Wait, I got an idea. Don't roll that way. There we go. Yeah, that way, right there. Put you here. We're gonna make a nice little staircase for you. There. And then... There. Yes, Chad, yes! Progress! Okay. Now let's make sure we do this carefully. Dig a hole right here. Dig a hole right there. Ooh, I got 100 points for no reason. Good. Now we're gonna put you here. Other checkpoints. We'll be back to that later, chat. We'll be back to that later. We got an interview to do. I can't be sitting here playing Penguin Land all day, alright? Let's get to the case. You can't pass... Oh, is that what that line meant? I thought the line was the indicator to where your egg is. Like, where it's going to be above where you drop it. Everybody's mad about the PS5 Pro, $700 for the what without the disc drive and the stand. Jasmine, we had a whole talk about that PS5 Pro. And everybody's been saying the exact same thing. Now is the time for Nintendo to go in for the kill. Literally pull a PlayStation to Sega Saturn thing. Why is... I don't know, man. Sony's weird with their pricing. It's like they get cocky whenever they get like the lead. Like, we can announce anything. They'll buy anything. Not exactly. Look, Astro Boy, or whatever that game is, Astrobot, is the hottest shit right now, but you can't be charging $700 in this economy. At this current point in time, it's like, who's got $700 to throw around? Who's got $700 to throw around for a new console? Nintendo should just charge $500 for the Switch 2. Anything they announce that's under $700, they'll be fine. If they really want to stick it to PlayStation, they'll put it at like $200, which I know they're not gonna do, but like, if they put the price at like $200, it's like the ultimate drop the mic right there. PS5 Pro though, $700. God damn. I wish I had $700 to throw around right now. I really do. I really do. Wouldn't be on a PS5 Pro. All right, okay. Well, let's get the talk out of our systems because we're about to go into like a 25-minute cutscene. But you know, it's the thing that gets me though is that even with the $700 price tag, I can forgive the $700 price tag. The disc drive, sure, I personally would want a disc drive, but the thing that gets me is no stand. Why would you not include the stand? It's a piece of plastic that probably costs like $5 to make. Throw it in there. It's $700. You can put a stand in there. Like, imagine if the Wii didn't have a stand. I mean, it's not like, you know, gonna break the. It's not gonna break the bank to throw a stand in there. At least put the stand in there. I assume people who are buying the PS5 Pro is getting it because they don't have a PS5. Maybe they're upgrading. I don't know. Or designed the console so it doesn't need a stand. Everybody knows the most superior designed console of all time is right here behind the universe. That's right, chat. I'm talking about... There goes my controller. I put the controller down and it died. I'm talking about the best console. One of the best consoles ever made. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's not moving. Come on. Oopsie daisy. The Sega Dreamcast. Look at this beauty. I want you guys to look at it. Alright? Not only can the Dreamcast stand like this, it can be set vertical, it can be set horizontal, it can be set upside down. It works. It's a beautiful system. No stand required. How much was this thing when it came out? What? $2.99 I think when it came out? 4 controller ports. Disc drive. It does it all. Except play DVDs, which is kind of the reason it died. One of the many reasons it died. But still. You think they would have learned. Alright. The Wii without a stand would have been a nightmare. It's like a little mini, little tiny... Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about the Wii was it looked like a... It looked weird how it was always angled. I didn't like that. But, like, you know what I mean. Let's go to the Tokyo... I almost said Defender Station. Tokyo Detention Center. The controller has been disconnected. What do you mean it's been disconnected? I just hit the button. Chat, what's your favorite console? Like, design-wise. What's your favorite console to look at? Like, one that you just look at and you're like, I like the look of that console. Nobody better say the Atari with the wood grain finish, because I'm going to be really upset. GameCube? Okay, GameCube is pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. Especially if you get the Game Boy player on the bottom of it and it looks like a tower of power. My personal answer would be the fully formed the Sega Genesis CD32X combo, where all of them combined form like this crazy transformer, where it's like the Genesis Model 2 with the Sega CD on the side and the 32X sticking out the top of it. The ultimate system that like uses 3 power sources. SNES? Yeah, the SNES is not bad. The Ouya? Bro, you've never even seen an Ouya in real life. What are you talking about? PS2 is nostalgic? Which PS2? The Slim or the original? 360 Slim, PS3 Slim. A lot of Slim Jims in here, chat. I have not seen the correct answer yet. That's fine, though. Everybody's got different tastes. Alright, let's be on our way, chat. Alright, I'm going to put my controller down softly and hopefully not interrupt the cutscene. Alright, gently. Gently. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, we're good. Popcorn's in chat.
You're recommending an appeal. I have that right? Did some new evidence come to light?
Yes, sir, it did.
You told us some things, like how you faked your alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. You wanted the sexual battery conviction, right?
Well...
Your goal was to avenge your son and humiliate the law on a grand scale.
You did both.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ahara-san, we have a much better grasp of the situation than you think.
And what exactly have you grasped?
Like Yagami-san just said, you're innocent, as far as the harassment goes. As your lawyer, I'll file for an appeal, and we'll make sure the world knows it.
He's not gonna agree to this, chat.
But no. I'm scum of the earth. A pervert. The prosecution and the judge made that very clear in the verdict.
On the day of the crime, October 7th, at around 6:30 a.m., you were in Ijincho, not Tokyo.
He is not gonna go for this.
Baloney. I was relaxing at home.
Except that you weren't.
Oh?
You wanted to give the man who pushed your son to suicide the beating of a lifetime. And you'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana's former student staked out Mikoshiba's house until he left. Then you dragged your prey into a car and brought him to an abandoned building in Ijincho, which would later become a murder scene.
You killed that guy.
Every bone on Mikoshiba's fingers was broken.
Oh!
Remembering how he pushed Toshiro-kun to his death, it's no wonder you'd go that far.
Damn,
You
that was
tortured Mikoshiba
torture.
without a shred of remorse. You inflicted no small
Oh
amount of pain and
no!
terror. There's no
Jesus
way
Christ, you
weren't
can see
there.
the fingers
And
doing
I'd
the
put my money on
goddamn
that.
reverse devil symbol.
And then...
You need the whole play-by-play? Even though you already know it?
God, his
Oh,
fingers are going
not at
every
all.
direction but where they should.
I'm just fascinated by this outrageous little story.
I'll use a piece of evidence to show what he did. Oh my god. Bro. What is the evidence we have that will prove what Ahira did to Mikoshiba after beating him up? The video, right?
As for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba,
You killed the shit out of him.
It's quite a home video.
without leaving anything on Mikoshiba's body that could be traced back to you, you slit his throat. Estimated time of death was around 7:30 a.m. on October 7th. You tossed the bloody coat and made your way to Ikebukuro Station, where Yui Mamiya was waiting.
Are you sure? I was at Ikebukuro by 7:30 a.m. Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba and
About
Ijincho.
that, we have evidence on that
The person
too.
in the security camera footage in Ikebukuro was a double who imitated your likeness. The identity of whom belonged to Jin Kawana, the handyman in Ijincho. Or maybe you know him by a different name.
Ikatagi or whatever his name is.
Former high school teacher Yu Kitakata.
That's him.
So which name did he give you?
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's gonna deny this till the
With
end of
Kawana
time,
in
chat.
view of the security camera, you met up with Yui Mamiya at Ikebukuro first. That's where you touched the undergarments she had prepared. The police would later discover the trace evidence on your hands and pin the groping on you. Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station. After that, Mamiya and Kawana acted out the groping as they arrived at Shinjuku Station. Kawana jumped out of the train and Mamiya chased after him. And
They are
then,
very lucky
the
no one else
smallest of
interfered with
blind
that
spots
plan.
And the station absolutely packed with cameras. You were waiting for Kawana, who looked just like you. With the two of you matching, you were able to swap places in that huge crowd without anyone noticing. Kawana handed you the transit card used to pass the ticket gate. Just one piece of hard evidence that places you in Ikebukuro at 7:43 a.m. And right after the swap, Mamiya started calling for help. After that, well, we've all seen how the news reported it. You were caught in a public place.
This has to be
with
the
many of
craziest,
witnesses.
wildest plan to kill somebody I've ever seen in a video
An
game.
active duty police officer arrested for sexual battery. The public outcry was very clear. As a result, despite it being your first offense, you were actually tried and convicted. The consensus is that it was a fitting punishment for someone so heinous. Even as your lawyer, I felt the same.
Have some confidence in yourself, Shirosaki-sensei. The prosecution, the judge, and a lawyer like you all laid out the evidence in court and found me guilty.
This guy and his smugness.
I'm in no position to doubt you. And I've long accepted the ruling that Toshiro was never bullied.
Yeah, that's why you killed that one guy?
There's nothing I can do but abide by the rule of law. Right? That's all I can do, right?
I know what you're trying to say. You carried out the justice that the courts wouldn't, right?
Everything my son went through was passed off like it never even happened.
I feel bad for your son, dude.
School, the teachers, and yes, the court. They all dismissed the reason he died.
That's when Kawana came in the picture, telling you Toshiro-kun had been bullied. But was it Kawana's words that suddenly made you want to kill Mikoshiba? Because all of his fingers were broken while he was still alive. Was that really all just your pent-up rage?
What do you have to say, Ihara-san?
There shouldn't have been any evidence of Mikoshiba's bullying. Who told Ihara the truth? Did your son tell you he was bullied? Did Kawana tell you about the bullying? Did you discover the bullying online? Did Sawa tell you what happened? It's either Sawa or Kawana, chat. I just don't know which one. I imagine Sawa did because she was the one that spoke out against the bullying. She was the only one that did. Kawana could have told him, which would make it so he would want to join his side. But Kawana had the video of the Kawana had the video, right? He would show the video of his son getting bullied, and that would push him over the edge. Because imagine as a father seeing what happened to his son. Imagine seeing video evidence of that and how bad that was. It had to have been Kawana. He had the video.
Did Kawana really tell you? You found enough motive to murder Mikoshiba on hearsay?
Had to have been the video.
No. That doesn't sound right at all.
Because that video was rough. There shouldn't have been any evidence. Really? It wasn't Kawana. I figured Kawana would have told him, hey, I know what happened to your son. Here's the video of what happened. And that would have drove any father to maybe do something. Well, not murder, but would have drove his father to do something. I'm guessing it's Sawa then. It has to be her. She had to have told him.
Was Sawa-sensei the one who told you the truth? She was the only person Toshiro-kun confided in. You had to have heard it from her, right?
Nearly hit the nail on the head, as they say.
Nearly?
After my trial, she confessed she knew about the bullying. But only to her old teacher over the phone. She had no idea she was being recorded.
What?
Kawana-san let me listen to that recording where I learned Sawa-sensei had been muzzled by both the homeroom teacher and the lawyer. That was the proof of Toshiro's bullying I'd wanted all throughout the trial. After hearing Sawa-sensei's words, I finally understood. They pushed my boy over the edge.
Was there no other evidence of the bullying? Like a diary of Toshiro-kun's or something of the sort?
Nothing. Toshiro never talked to me or my wife about the bullying. And that was probably all my fault. He was bullied in middle school, too. Kids would throw his pencil case around or hide his books. When I heard about it, I chewed him out. They walk all over you because you're weak.
No, not that.
Yes, fine. I told him.
I take it that was the wrong approach.
Yeah.
That's that hard-ass fathering approach.
I can't imagine how much courage it took for him to come forward about his suffering. I'm sure he felt ashamed about it. And I should have listened when he pleaded for help. I should have told him I was proud of his bravery.
Yep.
But instead, I pushed him away. And in the end, Toshiro tried to make sure he never showed weakness to us again.
That is fucking brutal.
No matter how much pain he was in. He went to a private school out in Yokohama because he hated living with me. But in the end, he still suffered.
And that's why you didn't hesitate to unleash hell on Mikoshiba.
If you say so.
He won't admit to murdering Mikoshiba. It must be killing him not to.
So the first time Kawana showed up was when he let you listen to the phone call with Sawa-sensei, right?
Yes. He approached me and asked me if I still wanted justice for my son.
Yep. That's
I was
what
in
happened.
uniform when he came to me too. Very bold. But it paid off. I owe him a debt of gratitude. He reassured me he had already taken care of multiple individuals like Goshiba, and that he'd urged other families to avenge the children they lost to bullying. He'd tell them that simply being branded a bully wasn't enough. He promised to deliver real justice.
Ah, man, I can't agree with
Justice can be
Kuwana's
served
ways,
at
but
one's
man,
own
I
discretion.
get it.
Laws would cease to serve their function. If the law isn't fair to everyone, no one will obey it. The law is only able to help the powerless because it can't be swayed by money, force, or anything else.
Then tell me, what's the solution when the law fails to punish someone who laughs in its face?
That is the question, ain't it?
To overlook those the law won't judge is to abandon those the law couldn't protect.
To render justice with confidence, you require sufficient evidence.
Some of the victims' families refused Kuwana's offer of revenge, telling him it would be unforgivable. But even after rejecting his offer, not a one reported Kuwana-san to the police. Do you understand what that implies? Whether you follow through with revenge or not, Kuwana-san presents a solution that resonates with people. Being that the law is unfair and imperfect. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not. But we're fighting to make it as fair as we can. Laws have to change until they are perfect.
They don't change fast enough. Toshiro's death was murder by another name. Yet Hiromi Kushiba walked free. He even got to enroll in a teaching program as a student teacher. Someone like him? It's insane! I'd die of old age before the law was ever written to be fair enough. For Toshiro's sake, I can't turn a blind eye to a world where the Mikoshibas can live without consequence. Tell me, what alternative was there to getting blood on my hands? I didn't have any other choice.
Yagami-san, did he just...
Wait. Oh, he admitted it.
This is the first time you've admitted to killing Mikoshi.
He just admitted it.
You really did your research, unlike those useless cops. Kuwana-san's plan was impressive, almost airtight. I didn't expect it to be unraveled so quickly.
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kuwana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it, there's no way we would have gotten her to talk.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he hasn't seen the video, has he?
Sorry, but I'm under no obligation to tell you.
He never saw that video,
Ahara-san,
did he?
You'll be sent to prison as a sex offender as it stands.
Of course. Just as I planned. The charges will be confirmed, and I'll be convicted. As for the police and the prosecution, they wouldn't be able to admit they made a mistake.
Yep.
I could scream, "I killed Mikoshiba" at the top of my lungs. It wouldn't matter.
Japanese law
Are
system.
you saying you intend to admit to the murder after you're released?
I'm gonna write a book on it.
Everyone's seen the video of me killing Mikoshiba by now. It's obviously authentic, but the prosecution and the police are saying it's fake. They need it to be fake.
See what I mean,
If
chat?
I do
See what I mean?
confess, they'll sweep it under the rug.
They wouldn't.
No, that's not beneath them. But I take it how they react doesn't really matter to you. All you want is to humiliate the law, don't you? The same system that determined Toshiro-kun's incident didn't happen.
The law failed you, so now you're gonna make an
Seems
ass
you're
out of the
starting to
law.
understand, Yagami-san.
Ahara's achieved most of what he wanted to do, but I can't overlook what he's already done.
If the prosecution wanted to charge me for Mikoshiba's murder, then they'd have to retract the battery verdict. And that would mean
Admitting,
to
yep.
a massive blunder by the court.
They would look bad.
At the hands
So,
of
oh
a
crap.
criminal. It would be chaos. Despite knowing who murdered Mikoshiba, no one would know what to make of the case. Wouldn't that just be wonderful?
I hear you. And I even get why you'd feel pretty proud of accomplishing that.
Do you?
But in this case, the guy's pretty much grabbed the tiger by the tail.
What tiger's tail?
Someone's issuing orders to the thugs in Kamurocho from behind the scenes. He's the tiger in this case. And they've been closing in on your partner, Kuwana.
They want him dead.
And Sawa-sensei got in their path. I'm sure you get the newspaper in here, right? You know, don't you? Sawa-sensei was killed after the thugs broke into her home. All because she got involved with Kawana.
I'm aware she was killed. This is the first I'm hearing of the reason why. And by thugs, you mean RK?
Yeah, but we don't know why they're going after Kawana.
Yeah, if we can figure out why RK's after Kawana.
No way I'd know.
You think it could be because she got mixed up in your deadly little game?
Excuse me?
That's what getting away with murder really looks like. The more you perpetuate the lie, the greater the rift you create. And then, the unthinkable happens. Kawana killed others besides Mikoshiba. You said so yourself.
He probably
That's
pissed
what
off
brought
someone
the angry
bad.
Tiger into play.
Yep.
And if Sawa-sensei ended up paying for that instead, then how can you begin to believe your vengeance is fair?
Because she gave false testimony. She lied in court to say Toshiro was never bullied.
She couldn't name Mikoshiba, who was a minor at the time, without evidence. What's more, she was haunted by her testimony, always second-guessing if she did the right thing. But now she's been killed. Somehow that's acceptable to you? I'm gonna clear up what happened to Sawa-sensei, just like you did for Toshiro-kun.
How?
By going public with everything you and Kawana did. The first step is to appeal the sexual battery and undo this whole lie.
You never groped Yui Mamiya. That's one crime you're innocent of, Ehara-san. The court's verdict was incorrect. So please give us the chance to appeal. We can prove your innocence.
What on earth would I get out of that?
You get to humiliate the court again. Besides, what are you gonna do for the next half a year in a cell?
Fine. Do what you want. But just know this.
Yes?
I have no intention of admitting to killing Mikoshiba in court. Is your appeal still worth a damn?
We won't know till we try. Let's go, Sari-san. We have client approval to proceed with the appeal. We better act fast.
Yes, agreed.
Our next step is very clear, chat.
Sawa-sensei's death isn't on me. Even if I have grabbed the tiger by the tail. That doesn't mean I killed her.
Everybody in the tiger's
By
path is
that
directly
logic,
your
you may as
fault.
well admit that Mikoshiba didn't kill Toshiro-kun. You can't have it both ways.
Right.
Listen to me. Everything about you, about Kawana, about why Sawa-sensei had to die, we're gonna expose all of it. That's the only thing left we can do for her.
Sawa really was the death that upset me the most, because I was like, she really didn't deserve to die in any of this.
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened. Why don't you head over to the office?
Sure thing.
Well, chat, you know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen. This is about to be the end of the chapter, isn't it? This feels like I just hit near the end of the chapter. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna start the stream next time, and it's immediately gonna end the chapter, isn't it? I feel like that's what's about to happen. I gotta be on brand. All right, I gotta be on brand. All right. So that's gonna do it for today's Lost Judgment stream. I actually stream longer than I normally do. It's late. You know what, chat? You know what? We're turning this into a late night Wolfie stream. I'm gonna finish this chapter. Next cutscene's got to be the end. Let's do this. Let's lock in. Let's do this. I'm ending this chapter on the same note as a stream.
Ihara admitted to killing Mikoshiba,
Let's do
did he?
this.
Off the record, yeah. He also admitted Kawana approached him to offer revenge.
That sounds like you were productive.
It's enough for us to move forward with the appeal, I'd say. How does that sound, Genda-sensei?
Genda-sensei?
The sexual battery and Mikoshiba's murder are the very same case. To clear Ihara of harassment, you'll need to prove he murdered Mikoshiba. But you don't have evidence he did, do you?
Ehara-san was captured on video committing the murder.
And the prosecution claims it's a fake, of unknown origins. The police are saying the same.
They're only saying that to cover their asses.
In reality, the sexual battery evidence against Ihara-san is what was really fake. At the very least, we can claim Yui, Mamiya, and the others aided in fabricating that, alibi or not.
You really think the courts will grant you an appeal for just that?
Are you saying that's not possible?
Yeah, what the hell do we do then?
I wouldn't go that far. But Ihara won't admit to murdering Mikoshiba in court. Kinda significant, don't you think? So what chance do you have even if you do appeal? Without any decisive new evidence, you'll just end up splitting hairs over the original verdict. And what good'll it do other than damage your own reputation, Saru-kun?
So Genda-sensei's worried about Sara-san's career. I'm sure that that's the case, though.
To be honest with you, I feel like I've been deeply underestimated.
Hell yeah, you have.
What?
Saori-san, are you actually mad?
She's mad
Yes.
right now.
As a matter of fact, I am.
You have every right to be.
You go, girl.
Listen, Sensei. Ihara and Kuwana devised this plan knowing full well they could manipulate the justice system. Have we not fallen right into their trap? If we take pity on the prosecution now, we play right into their hand.
True.
Okay.
So how can we worry about reputation when our duty as lawyers is to face the law?
I understand where you're coming from, and you're right to think it, but...
And another thing. While acting as Ihara's defense in the first trial, I never truly believed the claim. I didn't trust the person I was defending, and I felt sick to my stomach even being in the courtroom.
Saori-san.
Ihara likely saw right through that. He probably took great delight in our myopic dedication to the law. And I won't stand for that. I'm gonna show him exactly what I can do.
Okay.
What about you, Yagami? I want to hear your thoughts.
Girl wants revenge. He's not saying it, but he disagrees with Saori-san. How should I move this forward? You know what? I believe she's being underestimated too. I want to see what she does.
We should listen to Saori-san. I understand why Ihara and Kuwana did what they did. But I can't condone it.
I see.
That's what I feel about most of the things happening.
You feel it too,
huh?
Yes.
I can't condone it, but I
May not
understand.
be as righteous as Saori-san's.
What do you mean?
Mikoshiba's murder, the fake groping alibi, the one behind it all was Kuwana, and he's in hiding.
I gotta get his
We need
ass.
to shine enough light on him that the public can see what he is. And the perfect place to do it is during Ihara's appeal hearing.
Oh?
So it's not Ihara you're after, but Kuwana.
Oh, for him it's
If we
different.
pursue
Got it.
Ihara's case, Kuwana-san's actions will naturally come to light.
And if we draw out Kuwana, then RK and the ones backing them will make their move.
Right.
Soma from RK said Sawa-sensei knew too much. Which means whoever's behind them has a secret that needs to stay buried, even if it means murder. And I need to figure that secret out. I owe Sawa-sensei that closure. The only thing we can do for her now is make sure the ones pulling the strings pay for it.
Yes, sir.
Well said. I guess going back wasn't ever really an option.
It never is, sir.
Genda-sensei.
Looks like I got complacent from all the peace and quiet. Leave it to me to underestimate the younger generation.
Never do that.
I apologize.
Never
I
do
shouldn't
that.
have been so impertinent.
That should be my line, Saori-kun. I suppose I have to make up my mind after all that, don't I? Get out there and do what needs to be done. And heaven help anyone in your way.
That's what I want to hear.
You heard him.
Let's fuck him up. I mean, solve this case. First, I gotta answer my phone. Tsukomo's calling. Hope everything's okay.
Hello?
Yagamishi, are you still in Kamurocho?
Uh-oh. What's
Yeah,
going on?
why? What's up?
I'm afraid RK seems to be amassing in Ijincho. It's very bizarre.
Are they now?
Yeah, I can't shake the feeling that the officers like Soma and Akutsu are still in town.
You think so? If I was Soma, I'd have left Ijincho by now. He's a person of interest in Sawa-sensei's murder, too.
I see. That does make sense.
Things are settling into place here, though. I'm heading back to Ijincho with Sugiura. We got a lot to go over with you when I get back.
Something about to happen,
Wonder
yeah.
what it could be. Okay, see you soon then.
Damn it, I thought I was getting to the end of this chapter today. But maybe not. I thought this cutscene would lead into the end of chapter. There'd be a big revelation. Man, I know it's about to happen. We're about to... God damn it, I was so close. I should have just let it rock. Damn it. Alright. They faked me. I know, right? I'm like, oh, this is the end of chapter for sure. No, it's not. The next thing is going to be the end of chapter, because I know it's about to happen. They're amassing an Eugene show. We got to go to Yokohama 99. They're going to be like, we got to go to a Eugene show and figure out what's going on. And we're going to go there. It's going to be a big boss battle, probably a gauntlet that ends with like some big stinger. So we should probably say that for next time. God dang it, Chad. I thought we were going to have to chapter. That's fine. Make a save. This game's great. This game's amazing. I cannot. I'm actually kind of sad because I'm like, after this, I have no more RGG games to enjoy. After this, I'll have officially beaten every RGG game out that is available in the Western market. I know people about to say, what about the Black Panther games? What about mobile game or the internet only game? No, all the RGG games that are currently available for me to play that I can buy, I have officially beaten once I beat this one. I'll have to wait till the announcement. Actually, this is a good time to say it. I think next week is when they're doing the RGG Summit. So, chat, I will be, whether it's like live when I'm live or whether it's going to be a canned reaction, I will be looking at that one live on stream when that happens. I think it's the 20th or the 23rd. So, we'll be looking at that when that happens. So, we'll see what the next RGG game is. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's something amazing. I don't know if it's going to be an action game or an RPG. Could be a fighting game. I can't wait for it's the 20th? Okay, there we go. Look, so right now people are saying like they want another Judgment game. It should be called Final Judgment. So we have Judgment, Lost Judgment, Final Judgment. It should be an RGG fighting game. Another action game, maybe starring another main character, or another. Another Ichiban RPG game, like a Dragon blank title here. Whatever it is, it's gonna be sick. I hope. They're having a summit. They better show something of substance. Streets of they'll actually complete Streets of Kamurocho this Friday. Oh, it's this Friday. Cool. Final Judgment does make sense. It depends on if they can get the actor, this guy back, and if it's gonna be like, if it's gonna have like issues with the licensing. I mean, they got this game on PC, which they said they couldn't do for the longest time. I don't know what's going on, but we'll find out next Friday. We'll probably be playing this game on Tuesday. I don't know what's going on with my Dreamcast capture. It's not working, chat. It no work. I tried. I cannot get the Dreamcast capture to work. So, I don't know if the Elgato is just not compatible with the motherboard, but it is not showing up as a device I can use. That being said, guys, I will wait. We got one more thing to do. Let me make that save one more time so you guys can see it. Saved on stream. There we go. If anything goes wrong, you guys will be like, "Yep, you actually saved. We have it on the video." Let's quickly go to the hurdle. We'll end it on that, chat. Oh, there goes my controller. See, you can't put it down too hard. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. All right, here we go. Where are you? You're right here. All right. Can I get a moment of silence in chat, please? Just a moment. All I need is a moment. Just a moment. I got this. Here we go. Oh, God. God damn it. It's another Rivals. Oh no, it's Sonic Rivals 1 or 2. I can't tell. They all sound the same. Let's go with Chaotic Inferno. Nope. Let me hear more. I don't know what that is. They all sound the same. Let's go with Sonic Rivals. I'm about to lose. Meteor Base? I don't know what this is. God, I hate Sonic Rivals' soundtrack. A boss? Maybe? I'm losing this one. I'm losing this. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man. Maybe it's Sonic Rivals 2. We about to lose. I'm about to take a huge L on this one. Mystic Haunt? It's gotta be Mystic Haunt. Okay. Sonic Rivals music. I have not played Sonic Rivals 2, so I don't know the music in it, but it sounds a lot like Sonic Rivals 1. Just screeching guitars. It's like the Shadow the Hedgehog OST. It's just forgettable garbage. Except for the main themes. Well, chat, that'll do it for today's stream. Thank you for watching another Lost Judgment murder stream. Tune in on Tuesday for more. Same Wolfie time, same Wolfie place. Take care of yourselves, and as always, stay tuned. Bye, everybody!